And we are live, coming to you from the Modern American Dream podcast during the coronavirus. If you want one of these masks, reach out. And who do we have on the show today? David's going to introduce the ladies on the show today, as he always likes to do. David, take it away.
This is our friend. You may know her as Stephanie Palermo, or you may know her as just Steph. And she has a bunch of other nicknames, I think. Anyway,
Like Sunny.
like Sunny. She's amazing. This will be her second book, I think, that she's written. This is an amazing way for us to wrap up our Business in Women series. She has overcome some amazing difficulties in personal life, and she's still walking around and smiling all the time and laughing all the time and keeping a positive attitude. And we've gotten a chance to be lucky enough to be friends for a long time after we spoke at the same venue. And She's an awesome person. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about some books. Anything I miss. And she knows karate.
Not really, I box.
Hope for this is to help her new book be the Amazon bestseller. So let's help it. What's the name of your new book?
It's not personal, Sonny. It's business. How to run your family, life, and business like a Sicilian.
Ooh.
Yay. Woohoo. Applause.
We got two Sicilians. We got another partial Sicilian on the podcast today as well. So tell us, let's just jump right into it. What is your new book all about?
Okay, so I always love that line that when Michael in the Godfather, he says, Sonny, he wants to whack the Irish chief of police, and Sonny's like, you can't do that. And he goes, it's not personal, Sonny, it's business. Yeah, he said, it's not personal, Sonny, it's business. And so I just love that. But so what I did was, not only was I raised Sicilian and loved so many things about my ethnicity, I spent extended time in Sicily, and I actually learned way more in the couple of months that I spent in Sicily than I did in all my 52 years. And because even the American Sicilians, it's a little bit watered down, it gets kind of watered down through the years and the generations. Although we did it's so familiar. It's almost like it's a reflection. When I go to Sicily, it's a reflection of something that I've seen, heard, all of that. But it's even that much stronger there. And what I learned was everything that I had been talking about in my work, and even with you guys, is I was living it. Even though I try to walk my own walk and talk my own talk and all of that stuff, I was actually experiencing firsthand what it's like, what it's like to breathe, what it's like to spend time in community and build relationships that were meaningful, that actually were so satisfying that it was like, you didn't need anything else. And I saw people who their lives were, and their livelihoods were a gift, and they were purpose driven, and they were doing what they love and what was aligned with them. And they weren't trying to make a killing financially, because really it meant more. They'd rather go sit at the coffee shop with their friends than get a second job.
That's how it was in Sicily?
And yes, and I found myself, so I'd be walking with Ciccio, my friend, and we'd be walking to the piazza, cocktail in hand.
Yeah.
Because you can do that there. It's nice.
That's kind of refreshing to hear, right?
Right. And so he would say to me, where are you going? Like, slow down. And because I would be hoofing it like a regular American trying to get to the piazza.
You're like, we got to go to the piazza and sell some candy on this corner.
Yeah. But it's like, but it was a stroll.
Right.
It was a stroll. And it was breathing. So what I did was, in my book, I took 10 of the most important things that I learned growing up Sicilian, and told little stories about each of those in each of those chapters, and making a point, and then putting little applications for your family life and business. So I write chronologically. So pretty much from the time you're born to the time the family is the first and foremost. And I even talk about how businesses can make their work environment like a family, and how that when you bond like that, you're not trying to stab each other in the back. You're not trying to, no one's worried about their job. I know that's going on. None of that stuff is going on over there at DNA.
You sure? People got knives around here, and I'm watching my back carefully these days.
Yeah. Do I need to come in and give you guys a lunch and learn?
Can you come in here and give us?
I want to meet you in person anyway, so I think you should.
Oh, absolutely. But no, like things like respect, generosity. So generosity, I actually skipped right over being grateful. I touched on it a little bit in the because really you can't be generous unless you're grateful.
Yeah.
So I talk about the generosity of Sicilians and how it stems from being grateful. Because, my grandmother's always said, oh, thank God everything's all right. Thank God you're having another baby. Thank God,
Michelle says that all the time.
But, and then, Sicilians tend to at least behave as though they have no fear. And fear is one of those things that cripples us, right?
Yeah.
So I talk about fear and how to get past some of that. And I talk about loyalty. People aren't loyal today. There's no sense of loyalty.
Loyalty is royalty.
Exactly. I mean, people are not loyal. They're not loyal to their friends.
Yeah, I think, like, if I can add to that, I will say this. Number one is you can trust family the way you can't trust anybody else, right? Nope. They're not looking to F you over. Even if they're mad at you, I don't think they're out to get you. And it's weird. That's how my brother and I have built our team. And even Michelle and the people that joined the team, I feel like for the first time, I don't feel like anybody's out to get me. You know what I mean?
You can breathe. You can relax.
We're a family. You know what I'm saying? If we have
Family.
problems, we talk about it and we have each other's back, right? I think that's how it should be, but that's not how it is.
It's not. And today people are not loyal to companies. Companies aren't loyal to their employees. And in friendships, how many times have people gone out and their friends have just left them? I remember going out with my Italian American or Sicilian American friends, and we stuck together. You weren't going anywhere unless you were going home with them.
Yeah,
that's it.
I remember that. One time I ran into a group of you and your friends. I was like, I think I'll take her, and you guys were like, no, we all go together. I was like, all right, then let's all go.
We're all going to your house.
You're all together? Come on.
That's awesome.
Totally.
Did you say that they had 10 life lessons about life and business?
Yes. So there's 10 chapters, and so with the last chapter is called "Till Death Do Us Part," and that's about love, because
That's about
Sicilians.
leave me alone.
No, love is Sicilians are so passionate. I remember, I'm just passionate about everything. If I'm not passionate about something, really, it's probably just I probably just don't care. I'm passionate about everything. Even if I don't like it, I'm mad about it. You know what I'm saying? So there's a fire.
What are you talking about? Are you describing her?
I
We're gonna say something.
haven't met her.
You know what? I want to mention something, because I talked about forgiveness in this book, because I think, Sicilians kind of have that bad, reputation for, well, let's put the cement shoes on him and, he's really screwed over the family. He's out.
Oh,
But
yeah. Then it becomes, it's personal. It's not business.
there you go. But, you know, for me, I've really only known love and forgiveness. So growing up, that's all I've known, because we all mess up. And the thing is we can talk about forgiveness from sort of that, you know, Louise Hay, that kind of point of view. But for Sicilians, forgiveness was about the relationships. They want the relationships. They want, you know, you can be right all the time and you'll be very lonely, or you can just let some things go and have the people you love in your life. And
Ooh, that's
so, yeah,
Wow.
so forgiveness is, for Sicilians, isn't just about letting it go, or, you know, it does more harm for me than it does them. And that's all true. But it's really about building strong relationships. And if you're sorry, you're sorry. Because when you think about it, we'd all, at some point, we'd all be eating Christmas dinner alone if we didn't forgive each other.
Right.
So, and I do have to say, I put a few of Grandma's recipes in the back.
Wow.
So I have a few recipes.
What
And
do
you know
we
what
got back there?
Well, I got the regatta pie, the quesadillas, you know, I have from another Sicilian friend from Cafe Sicilia up in Gloucester, Nina D'Amico gave me their glazed chocolate balls. And I have from Frankie and Bergamo, he's Sicilian, he's another one from Riesi, his clams casino and his meatloaf, Italian meatloaf.
What about?
I have lots of great pictures. And you know what I did too to get for this book? I put it out on Facebook for I went on all my pages, my Italian American pages and all that. And I posed a question. I said, what was it about growing up Sicilian that you loved and really made the biggest impact? And I got so many. I have all the quotes are in here. So if anybody
hit us with like a couple quotes?
Oh my gosh, sure. A lot of them had to do, and I used a lot of the quotes from the mafia movies because I thought they were funny. But
I like the quotes from the mafia movies.
Michelle says,
well,
we kind of get nervous.
Well, so my first chapter is It Takes a Village. It's about growing up with a family. A man who doesn't spend time with his family can never be a real man, and that's The Godfather. That's Don Vito Corleone. And then family and religion was the utmost importance in our life. Everything we did was family oriented. I have kept this as the Cosentino motto for my children and grandchildren. That's from Cindy Cosentino. That was from Facebook. I don't know who that is. So
I said that. I remember I said that.
You said it. I put the wrong name. Oh, let me call the publisher. Fake. I'm gonna go through. We'll write it out.
You're gonna owe me some royalties.
I know, right? But yeah, so I went through and I did that kind of stuff. You know, I tried to apply it, and if I could not apply it. I actually put the rest of the quotes at the back of the book so that everybody is in here.
That's awesome.
Did you write the book while you were in Italy?
I started it. I wrote another book when I was in Italy that I haven't published yet.
Wow.
Ooh, what's going to be the name of that book?
The name of that book is Where the Hell Are the Ruby Slippers? The Search for the Power. So yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to be using that. I'm going to be making a big announcement soon, and that's going to be one of the bonuses for joining up with the program that I'm going to be offering and launching in the next few weeks.
And people can get on your email list. I know I'm on it.
Yes.
Can you? How can they find you?
Well, you know, if you go to my website, I think there's a pop-up at the beginning, like an opt-in to join the newsletter, the email list. But if somebody wants to get on the email list, they'll get a free download of 10 groovy do's. It's like Steph's 10 groovy do's to get you in the groove. And that's 10 things you can do right now to feel amazing. and it's a free download. And, you know, so yeah, so I did that, and they'll get
What's
that,
the
but then they'll get on
website?
my email list, which will have like, it's like tips, motivation. A few weeks back, I did a summer reading list, like a book list, things like a couple of good books to help evolve, you know, with the evolving and, you know, for personal growth and development.
Can you tell us
But
your
the, you know,
favorite right now?
what my favorite book right now? Ah, gosh, I read so many books, and I listen to a lot of audiobooks. I have to say, I really love, her name is Abby Wambach. She was the soccer champion. She wrote a book called Wolf Pack,
Oh,
and it's amazing. It's a really, really fabulous book.
I haven't heard.
Well, you know what? I have a whole list. It's actually on, if you go to my website, there's a resources page.
What's the
And those are, it's juststeph.com. Thank you. www.juststeph.com. And there's a resources tab, and it's like all the stuff that I love, like my favorite collagen powder, my, I have this.
Oh, that
like,
was in the drink I was drinking this morning too, Arthur.
So I have this best self journal that I use for business, and it just, I have all my goals and like things I'm going to do and my lists and all of that. And it's like every day's what are you grateful for this morning? What are you grateful for tonight? You know, all that stuff, your daily things and your daily goals and all of that. So I have that on that resources page. And also I have the summer reading list. So
Nice.
yeah, so all the books, I think that, you know, it's fun to read a novel at the beach, but I think over the summer, maybe it's a good idea to get one or two books, you know, for personal growth and development.
Yeah, I think so too. That's a good balance.
So
Right.
I'm on the website right now. I'm looking at your book list, and number 2 on the list is the book, The 4 Agreements, which is one of my favorite books ever.
Yes.
That's a
Yes.
good.
Yes. Yes. You know, you can, if you want, I can share the screen and we can show everybody. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you mind if I share? Oh,
Nope.
you disabled it. I can't do it. You're in charge over there.
This guy.
All right, I'm giving you. Hold on, let me see if I can figure this out. You guys can keep talking while I figure this out.
How long have you been writing for?
Well, I wrote my first book, The Only Way Is Up, back in 2012. What I did was I was already writing blogs, and it was just something that, you know, I was going through my divorce, and my lawyer is like, you have to get a job. I was like, what? A job? A job? That's kind of, is that like budget? You know, like those bad words like budget and work. But anyway, so I said, well, I have the opportunity to do what I really love and to make a difference in the world, because I know that's what I'm supposed to be doing. And when I wrote that book, I took all my blogs and I put them together and I repurposed them and made a book.
Nice.
This book is totally new stuff. It's not repurposed. So, which I'm very excited about. But it took me a long time through these years to sort of, as an entrepreneur, focus. Do I like this? What do I love? I know and I did some things. I worked one-on-one with people. I don't love it. I found out I don't really love it, but I do love workshops, retreats, things like that. Speaking. I love being, having an audience like that. I love my show. I want to get back on radio. All of that stuff I love. And I want to do what I love, because that's when people are going to be most receptive. When you're doing what you love, people will receive it, because it's authenticity.
Right. And you enjoy it a million times more.
Right.
Got to share your screen now.
Oh, yay. Let's see. Okay. Oh, here we go.
Let's see what you got there. Anything good on that screen?
Sonny?
Yeah. So this is my book sales page, where you can look, and it tells you all about the book, and all of that. There's a little video that I made, and to tell you a little bit about the book, and I go into a little bit more detail about Sicily. But this is my resource. This is my resources page. Here it comes. Let's see. Boom. And so this is, all the stuff that I love. And then this is my book list. So I actually put this out in an email, and it's just free information. So people who sign up for my email, I'm not always asking you to pay for something, or I'm not always asking you to, buy a book or, join a program or go to a workshop or whatever. It's all, I try and be generous with what I do and what I have in my heart. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I put this together, and see, this is my first book right here. But
I got a copy of that.
yeah. So anyway, I'm going to stop. Do you want me to stop sharing? I can stop.
No, keep scrolling.
Keep scrolling. So this is this is my, these are my home. This is what's on my website here. It's a great website, and it's actually being updated because I'm going to be changing the dates for my retreat to be later in September and October.
Michelle,
and
the retreat?
You want to see that?
Michelle wants to go to the retreat.
I
Oh,
probably
really?
would want to go to it.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, the retreat is going to be, first of all, it's totally, let me see, where am I saying? It's living out what I'm talking about in, let's see, where is this? Hold on. It's living out this book. You're going to learn about living a Sicilian lifestyle. We'll also be doing some healing events. We'll be going to some sacred sites. And so this is like a video I made. And so I was planning on being in, going in June, but of course, we couldn't go in. We couldn't even go to the store.
Was the June when you were doing a bunch of people that were going?
I actually didn't even stop promoting it because we went on lockdown. I didn't do anything with it.
Oh, wow.
So I couldn't do it. So there's an application, and basically this is all the information on my retreat. But there's more, of course. I have to adapt things too now, and things change, but not too much. It's all, it's all going to be pretty much the same, but we're going to be visiting sacred sites, healing sites. Like this is where I get the holy water from Santa Rosalia. This is the most beautiful church. It's in a cave, and the holy water that flows there every once in a while is healing holy water. But it's an amazing place. It's breathtaking. The best church in all of Italy. And it's just little. It's tiny. It's tiny. It's just in a cave. But, there's a lot of other things. And I'm kind of teetering between doing like a co-ed one. And if I do one and men are interested and they want to come, I'm going to probably do like a cigar night in the piazza.
Steph, I actually tried so hard to go to the original, and she keeps shutting me down.
The girls.
So I guess I'll go to the men's.
But, I think, the thing is men and women do learn differently.
Right.
Men don't want to be around, certain things. They don't want to be around a lot of emotion. But I don't want to lose my branding and what I do at the same time. So, but I think I could make it really fun. We definitely would do a cigar night in the piazza, and we're definitely going to do a cooking lesson, an in-house cooking lesson. Guys love that, right? Who doesn't love that? We're going to go to Marsala. We're going to go to Marsala and do a wine tasting.
Wow. I don't know if I'd make the cooking lesson, but I'll probably get there in time for the eating.
We're going to do siesta. We're going to live like Sicilians. We're going to do siesta every day, so everybody gets a nap.
Oh, yeah. I'll be like, there's a lot of traffic.
A question. What time is siesta?
Siesta's right after lunch, so it's like 2:30 to say 3:34.
A whole hour and a half?
Yeah.
Jeez,
So
that's not a power nap. That's a straight up like sleep during the day type of situation.
well, you have to understand dinner's at like 8 o'clock at night, and you're just starting your evening. So
How late do
they go out. They go out late.
That's awesome. I think that's so cool.
Well, you know, what's wonderful, and, you know, I'm probably not going to be promoting this for the retreat itself, but when you go, I'm going to be offering 3 add-on tour days where we do more touring and have more fun and do like fun stuff. So if people want to go to a nightclub, we'll go.
Oh,
Because we do we go, so after the nightclub, no, you have to understand, after the nightclub, the nightclubs don't close. It goes to like, you'll find yourself in a coffee shop at 4 o'clock just talking. And it's really, it's fun. It's not like people are eating too much or even like getting drunk and drinking too much. It's all of that is moderate. It's more about the relationships and hanging and having fun, laughing, dancing, all of it. And there is drinking and great food, but it's not like we think.
Yeah. It's not like stuff your face and sit on your ass, right?
Oh, no.
I saw pictures. I thought it looked super fun. I was kind of jealous I wasn't there, you know?
Oh, I know. You guys, listen, it's a blast. It really is, but it's just such a nice, and what I did was I actually became part of the community. And so nobody does Sicily like me. So when you come with me, you'll be part of the community. When my kids came, they played soccer with the guys from Partenico, from the Sicilian guys. They were playing soccer. We were doing karaoke at my friend's house, and my friend's dad took my son fishing because I don't even know how my son communicated to him that he liked fishing, but he took my son fishing like a grandpa. I mean, you know, you can't pay for that stuff. You can't get those kind of tours.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So, you know, we have friends and, you know, the restaurant tours. In fact, my friend Chicho has been going around since things started to open up, and he's getting videos from all of our friends saying, Steffi, come back to Sicily with your friends. So, you know, it's going to be a great trip, and it's going to be based upon my book, and it's the experiences that I've had in Sicily. So, and it's just amazing. You can't get any better. It's breathing. It's total breathing.
Wow. The next best thing to actually being there, Michelle, is to get the book.
Well, at least you'll know what it was like sitting at my dinner table growing up. All the yelling and screaming. Where's the macaroni?
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
You overcooked the pasta.
Yeah.
But you guys know, you grew up ethnic, so you understand the family dynamics and what that's about, and so you bring that into your business. A lot of people don't. They don't understand.
I think in this day and age, we forget that we all help each other, right? Like one hand washes the other. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, right? Yeah. We all have a part we can't reach with our hands. And I think that's just how it is. And even though nothing's perfect, I think when you start really like letting people into your world and letting them be a part of your world and knowing that people, you know, the people that are close to you are probably not out to get you, which is sometimes, unfortunately, I see a lot of people look at it that way, which is really not that way, right? Nobody's coming to get you. And if people are really close to you, it's probably because they want to be, and they probably want to have your back. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think when you accept that, that feels awesome.
Well, and the thing about family is you could be, and you know this, you guys know this, you could be fighting with your brother, big knockdown, drag out fight, but as soon as someone from the outside, comes in, threatens that, and threatens your home, you guys are like, that's my brother.
Exactly.
You know?
Not me. I'm like, kick his ass. Come help me.
All the time.
Well, you sound Italian.
Let's give this kid a beating. He needs to learn his lesson.
He's gonna give me an old school Italian beat down.
Okay, when are you guys gonna come over to my house so I can cook you a nice Sicilian dinner? And you can,
I'm ready to go. I'm so ready. I was ready since the last time you said this, which was when you just.
I know. What about Tuesday? I'm like, what about Tuesday? Michelle, you're coming too.
Absolutely.
Make Michelle cook. She doesn't cook enough.
She knows how to
All I
cook.
do is cook. Stop.
Come over early and drink wine with me, and we'll cook together. And
Yeah, Michelle told me she was rolling meatballs and making homemade pasta early this morning, and she's gonna go home and throw it in the bowl, boil it up.
oh my God, you guys are the best. You guys are the best.
What is the lesson that you want people to get out of your book, and what is the best reason why they should get themselves a copy?
The best reason why they should get a copy is, I'm going to tell you, first of all, the stories in the book are relatable, and the applications are easy to put into place so that they can start enjoying self-respect, loving themselves, loving the people around them, and loving their careers and their jobs and what they're doing. This is what a Sicilian does, okay? We love everything we do. And wait, and you had another question. Why should they get the book? I'm old.
That's why they should get the book. What's the best lesson in the book, or your favorite point out of the 10? That's gonna be a hard one. You gotta pick.
Oh goodness, I have to say the underlying thread throughout the whole book, whether you read it that way or not, is love. It's love and passion for all that we do, and that is the bottom line. Because I end the book with a chapter on love, but it really is. That's the whole theme: the family, self-respect, loving our neighbor, our leisure time, the generosity. The bottom line is love. It's the foundation of everything we do.
Well,
Wow.
That's beautiful. As the quarantine gets lifted, and as things get looser, we gotta put our masks on.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Hold on.
There's a plexiglass between me and Michelle. Look.
Up a time to come over. Have dinner and do a live pod. Way better.
Oh, totally. Oh, I have a great kitchen too. It's awesome.
Do it in your kitchen. David loves podcast in my kitchen.
I love kitchens.
He's a kitchen podcast maniac.
People who don't like kitchens are weird. I'm sorry. Did I just say that out loud?
You did.
I mean, I don't think people don't like to cook. I get it, but everybody eats. Everybody likes food.
Oh, yeah. You know what I saw? Speaking of kitchens, I saw a sign that I didn't buy, but I probably should have bought. It said, "No bitchin' in my kitchen."
Oh my God, there you go. I love it. That's awesome.
Wow, David. Give it up to David for the best quotes ever.
That's you guys
Who knows
definitely,
what Serna said?
you guys are definitely coming over soon.
And no bitching in your kitchen, according to David.
Hey, you can't just say that over and over. I thought one time we get away with it. You know what I mean?
The last time.
It's just business. Steph, it's just business.
It's personal.
Personal. It's not personal, Sonny.
Business.
And Sonny could be anybody. You could put like Michelle in there, Arthur.
Dude, any finishing words of wisdom you got for us, or anything else you want to talk about that we didn't cover yet?
Oh my goodness. So make sure you follow me on social media. I'm everywhere. I'm just Steph. On my Facebook page, it's growing, and because I really don't want you to miss out on great opportunities, because I will be announcing a big thing that's coming soon, which I'm very excited about. It's going to be accessible for so many people, and I'm going to be able to work with people. It's going to be great. And so follow me on social media. juststeph.com is my website. Get on my email list. And if you have
I'm on the email list.
so
What's up, Sonny?
Scary.
Oh, where did this guy come from?
and I also want to say if anybody has anything, they have any questions, I respond to everything. Steph@juststeph.com. Email.
All right, I'm going to send you an email. Steph, can you send me a little bio or anything you want me to add, like websites, links to Amazon, anything you want me to add to the show notes? Send me an email. I'm going to send you an email now to remind you. And David always wraps off the podcast with his moleskin. Do you remember his moleskin?
Wait. Oh, yes!
Hey, Steph, how many times have you been on this show? 3 times.
Wow, this really is a plexiglass.
It's a plexiglass here.
That's crazy.
Keeping
Oh
it
my God, I didn't even know. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
It is.
Yeah,
It's nuts.
You can have the old moleskin or the new one. Pick a page. Pick a moleskin.
I like old. I'm an old soul.
Oh, all right. Now you gotta pick a page from 1 to 32.
8.
8. Here we go. Let me see here.
Oh my God, did I pick the wrong page?
There are a lot of decisions I made in life. A lot of them were not easy. A lot of them had me crying tears of pain and suffering. But a lot of my decisions left the people I grew up with far behind me.
Wow.
Oh my God, that is really, that's
deep.
amazing.
That is
That's
amazing.
Can you take a picture of that and text it to me?
Yeah, I will.
That's extra.
That'll be $12.99, Sonny.
Hey, what happened, Sonny? You don't get to do the moleskin?
All right, let's go. Arthur will go next.
All right, I'm going to pick the old because I'm an old soul too.
All right, go ahead.
Page. I feel like I pick the same thing every single time.
You probably do.
13.
Michelle's nervous that she's going to have to talk and pick a page.
13, Sonny. Come on.
13.
It's a personal business, Sonny. Let's go.
Ooh.
Oh.
It is health that is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver.
Wow. I'm selling all my gold and silver.
Well, you know, that's really a beautiful saying, especially in this time when people have been sick. So, you know, and people, well, people were struggling because they were not working and not making money.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that, and that's awful, but you wouldn't be working if you were sick.
Right.
So, you know, my Sicilian grandfather used to say, when you have your health, you have everything.
Yeah.
There's a lesson from the book for you.
What do you got, Michelle?
So I would have picked old, but since they both did, I'll go with no.
Thank goodness. Jeez. 1 to 16, 1 to 17, actually.
1 to 17.
Dun, dun, dun,
How about page 1?
Page 1.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. Let me see here.
We're in suspense. Come on.
If you don't find what fulfills you, then all achievement is useless.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Wow.
That is beautiful.
Beautiful.
So important.
That is like a pasta dish with the meatballs.
I'll send you all a bill for the sage's advice. That's like extra sauce.
That's extra.
That's
sauce.
extra sauce.
Gravy.
That's gravy? The red sauce, no?
It's
Yeah.
gravy, Maron.
Homemade gravy.
All right. Awesome.
Steph, thank you so much. I hope everybody goes out there and gets your book.
Yep.
I think you're super inspirational. I think you change lives, and I think you have the ability to change more lives just by who you are and how you live your life. And I think that's amazing. We've gotten to know you personally, and I like it. I admire what you're doing. I admire you as a person.
Thank you. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Michelle, it was great to meet you. I'm going to see you at my house next week.
See you then.
See you on Tuesday, eh? Get to meet the ball.
Woo!
Bye.
All right, Sonnies.
Ciao. Ciao, ciao.
All right, they're out of here. Let's talk about some stuff.
Woo!